Okay, so I watched the Chris Rock Netflix special, and here's what I think about it. I did not particularly like most of that Netflix special. I think that some of the topics that Chris Rock spoke about were quite insightful. In particular, I did like when he was talking about how his children are rich, and he's not that parent that was like, oh, I want them to know what it's like to be broke, which I thought was quite interesting, because when you do come from a certain upbringing, you do think that your children deserve to see how it is on the other side, when actually he gave them everything that he didn't have growing up, to give them a better start in life. And I liked the link through that brought on into the Netflix special. Chris Rock actually came at a couple of people through a couple of indirects, especially when he's talking about Meghan Markle and the royal family. Now, am I surprised? No. What are my feelings about that? It's kind of true what he was saying. How do you go into an institution, become part of an institution, and not know what that institution's like, when globally you can kind of see, you know, like you can see, you know what I mean? But yeah, I thought the stuff he said about Meghan Markle was that was quite funny. And then when he was talking about the Kardashians and how they're very accepting and the curse that they've been given and all of that stuff was quite, you know, there were momentary laughs, but they weren't anything that really made my gut hurt. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was brave that he made that statement about the so-called basketball player, and the basketball player was in the audience. But hey, you move. He didn't get up and do whatever on stage. He was quite content with it. He threw a couple of indirects to certain famous people and made some statements that could seem outlandish, but actually, yeah, it's true. If we all want to think about it, it is quite true what he was talking about. I don't particularly like Chris Rock as a stand-up comedian. I don't. I think I like his directed series. So I like Everybody Hates Chris. I absolutely loved Spiral, the horror that he made, the spin-off from Saw. I really like that, and if you want a review on that, let me know. But I don't actually like, he doesn't give me the hee ha ha that other Netflix specials have given me, like the Dave Chappelle Netflix special, the DL Hughley specials, you know, Eddie Murphy special. He doesn't give me that same hee ha ha that the rest have given. So yeah, I wasn't quite engrossed in this special as I was with others. That being said, he decided to bring up what happened last year, so let's talk about it. So he decided to discuss what happened with him and Will Smith, calling him Suge Smith. And this is where the portion of the special kind of piqued my interest a bit. I did find this particular section a bit more interesting than the rest. Particularly because I've kind of switched my views that I had maybe last year, and it just goes to show when you go through things and you see it from another perspective, how your own perspective can kind of change. And actually, as much as, you know, everyone was kind of, well, some people were vying for Will Smith and thinking, oh yeah, you know, he was well within his right, he was protecting his wife. I've actually never liked Jada Pinkett Smith. I think that she is extremely toxic and vindictive. And some of the points that Chris Rock made, you can clearly see he's still burnt over it. 100% he's still burnt over the fact that he got slapped on stage. However, going from when he made the point that this was Suge Smith basically reacting to the point where now he can't take no more. All of your business is already out on the street. All of those business is already out on the street. What's red table talk? Do you know what I mean? All your business is out on the street. Everybody knows that your wife had a relationship with your son's best friend. Wrong? I think so. He makes the point that if anyone's been cheated on, when are you ever going to give them that mic to say, how did you feel when I cheated on you? You know what I mean? Like, it just, you know what I mean? It just doesn't get done. It's just not something that you would think, okay, this is a conversation we want to be having in public. So based on that fact, Chris Rock's analogy of the situation is that basically this was Suge Smith's reaction to the inevitable. Like, he's just had enough at this point and he's just letting it all out, gets up on the stage, gives him one slap, and Chris Rock's like, okay, that hurt, like, you know. And I got that part, and I found that part quite interesting. Still not a kiki haha. Like, I didn't have the hearty, like, you know, that gut-wrenching laugh that you have. I didn't get that this time with Chris Rock. Will I be watching it again? Most probably not. My rating out of 10, I don't think I can give it more than a 5. It wasn't rubbish, it just wasn't for me. I just didn't particularly enjoy it that much. Let me know what you thought about Chris Rock's Netflix special. Are there any other reviews you would like us to do? Let us know in the comments, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.